In spite of the resounding public support both in Zimbabwe and the US, Zimbabwe's bid for Walter Palmer's extradition over the killing of King Cecil the Lion may just prove to be a tall order. According to several legal experts, the US Justice Department may not approve Zimbabwe's request. First, on analysis of Zimbabwe's legal justice system, and secondly, over the question if the crime allegedly committed by the American dentist is a crime in both countries, which means that a legal review is necessary before any extradition takes place.
If it's a crime in Zimbabwe and the allegations also constitute a crime in the United States, and it's considered a sufficiently grave crime, and that means something that could be punished by at least a year in prison, then a formal extradition request could be considered. But just because an extradition request is sent from Zimbabwe doesn't necessarily mean that the United States will grant it.
Also, the possibility that Palmer could indeed face a fair trial in Zimbabwe has been questioned. This following a 2014 country report on human rights practices, where the US State Department roundly condemned the human rights situation in Zimbabwe, including what it termed the partisan application of the rule of law. Cecil, the best-known lion in Zimbabwe, is said to have been lured from the park with bait, shot with an arrow, then tracked for 40 hours and shot dead with a rifle, and then beheaded and skinned. And with hunting quotas for lions in Zimbabwe pegged at between 50 to 70 lions a year, the death of Cecil is hoped to bring some bit of change on the subject of trophy hunting.
Cecil brought in a lot of money for people who wanted to see him. That stopped when this guy paid $54,000 to this operator to kill him, and he will be bringing in no more money for conservation. This is the case with a lot of trophies that are taken. You know, these animals, and the more endangered, the more money they can bring in for a trophy, but also the more rare they are, the more people want to come and see them, and the more they'll pay for safaris. Not killing safaris, but photo safaris.
In 2014, Zimbabwe earned about $45 million from trophy hunting. Cecil's killing has drawn widespread global media coverage and attention. Leslie Murungu, CCTV.